It's day 22 of working on the business, and I'm enjoying every single milestone that's happening. Because there's one major milestone, which may not sound like a big deal, but it is a big deal, and I'm loving it, and I have to remember these wins along the way. Now, typically, somebody could say, oh, well, a major milestone only worth celebrating being happy with is when you hit the six-figure income. Like, no. Because what ended up happening for me is one person reviewed what I've done with my work. I put in over probably 30 hours creating this flowchart, and they took a look and said, dude, this is helpful. I thank you. I'm like, wow, I can't describe to you how that feels because that's I'm trying to put it into words. It's when you see value, like a piece of artwork, like you're like, this has a ton of value, so much potential, can do so much. But then when you try to explain it briefly, it doesn't click for people. And you know that it will if you just give it time, put in more effort, and actually show it and convey it better. But when it's still in the conceptual side where you're thinking about it and you're putting out like little products here and there to show it, and somebody actually takes a look and says, wow, this helps me out, thank you so much, and somebody else sees the value too, you go like, thank you, oh my gosh, like I'm happy that I'm able to help somebody else, but then also that other people see value in what I'm doing. So again, it's not like I hit that six-figure income like, whoa. It's just the fact that I created something, put in 30 hours of work, and somebody came along like that and said, yeah, thank you, that helps. I'm like, yes. So I want to share that win with you guys. Secondly, I have a lot of backlog tasks that I have to take care of before I can fully focus and put more energy into the channel, because I have so many different ideas. I want to put my name out there more. I want to join communities where they can help me out, and also I can provide a lot of value to them. I want to network with more people on the professional side. I want to do the mentors. So you get the idea. And one thing that I have to do is close a past business that I have. Now, it was growing. I knew that if I put more time into it, it would really grow. But the thing is, my heart wasn't into it. I saw what other people were doing with a similar business or the same exact business, and they loved it. They were just passionate about it, and I simply did not have it. So I decided to step away, take a break, have some fun, came back, and now I have like real clarity as to what I want to do, where my heart and passion is. But at the same time, I want to fully close out that company. But that takes some work, especially if you've never done it before and there's not real clear-cut answers that you'd want directly. So I've been just taking the steps to get that done. Ooh, and now I can start focusing on this. Now, this weekend I am going to be busy, extremely busy on the personal side. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a great time. And then I'm going to get back to it on Tuesday. But still, even throughout that time frame, I still want to put in the work. I promised myself I'd put 15 minutes in every single day, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put 15 minutes of work, also upload a video, and go from there. But I'm hoping that by making these type of videos, which, by the way, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, because currently a smaller channel, going to grow, get big, but every like and subscription really helps me out. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, what was I saying? That yeah, every single day I still want to make that progress, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I want to share with you some of the things here. First off is going to be the Reddit page, which this is where I asked for some feedback, and Mr. Desirable Energy 555 wrote this saying, here, let me zoom in so in case you can't see it, you can see it now. I really enjoyed reading this when I got out of class. When I get out of class tomorrow, I may jot this to pen and paper just to have to go back to when I'm needing the advice. Super helpful things. So I'm telling you, when something like that happens, it makes sense when it happens to other people, but when it happens to you, it's just a completely different feeling. So I'm glad that I was able to capture this on camera and share that with you guys. In addition, here's just a look at the YouTube metrics right now. taking a look at the subscriber count and the videos, currently at 17. The YouTube shorts are really popping over here. Those are always just great for the exposure. And I think that's where the market is. If I want to really grow and grow at a much faster pace, I know that those YouTube shorts are going to be great because my long form videos tend to take longer. Well, I should say they don't get as many views. Currently, I have to do research when it comes to thumbnails and actual titles, etc. And that's perfectly cool. I'm all down for that. But at the same time, I know that YouTube is probably looking at shorts and putting in more energy and attention to that, so I may need to capitalize on that. And finally, just to get an idea as to what I'm working on, what I'm doing. When it comes to the actual product itself, this is where my attention and my videos need to focus on. Not actually me creating it, but just talking about it, showing the benefit, etc. And one of the topics I've been working on recently was just breaking tasks into subtasks. Now, I don't know about you, but oftentimes I may not work on a project or a task because I know that I can't get it done in one sitting. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to have to stop in the middle, so why even bother? But that's not the best approach because let's say a project can take 4 hours and I have 1 hour of free time. I could put 1 hour in and then the next day put in another hour or actually accomplish it in 3 hours. So it's not a waste. But if I take that 1 hour and be like, oh, I can't get this 4 hour project done in that time frame, so screw it, I'll do something else, it's not even productive. That's not the right approach. That's not a good step. So the question becomes, how can I still utilize, let's say, an hour and feel like I completed it versus I have to stop in the middle? And that's where I came up with the concept of subtasks. And I don't think it's really that new of a concept, just take a project, break it down into smaller tasks, smaller. Okay, but how do you do that? What's the thought process behind it? And that's what I'm trying to capture in this. And as opposed to my other diagram that I have, which was really large in scale, took a lot of time, this one I'm trying to keep it more concise and have a shorter version, because if somebody's new and taking a look, they may get very overwhelmed with the other one that I have. But this one, I want to keep it much simpler and cover a lot of different topics. So as you can see right here, just say, hey, you got free time to take care of a project. Can you fully complete it right now? Yeah, then do it. If not, okay, then just understand that you got to pause in the middle of it. Knowing that you got to pause in the middle of the project, does that make you want to procrastinate or pick something else to work on? If you don't want to procrastinate, perfect. Then you do a subtask. But then this helps me walk through my own mind as to what I may be thinking, what I may be feeling. So I could say, like, yeah, don't have enough time and makes me want to procrastinate or pick a different task. It's like, well, okay, listen here. Procrastination is not the best solution. So that we can agree on. And just different thought process here, how to get there. And ultimately, I'm excited to spend now, even though it's 2:20 a.m., put an extra 15 minutes just to work on this. And now, as you can see, they all converge on how to create a subtask. I already have the end cases identified here in the solution. Already identify the problem solution. So as long as I cover these three, that's what I need to identify in this flowchart and the thought process and how to get there. So that takes us to the end of the video. If you guys are with me so far, thank you so much for staying to the end. I super appreciate it. If you could just give me a like, subscribe, that'd be super awesome on top of it. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.